One of the first stories we did about someone with the coronavirus was on Steve Garofalo, the owner of Mary's Pizza in Lisbon. It aired on March 31st. Well, Steve Garofalo is now back home. He came back on Monday night, and I talked with him this afternoon about his experience and how he's feeling.
Well, I'm weak.
That was 55-year-old Steve Garofalo this afternoon from his Lisbon home.
I still have a walker that I need. I'm tired. It doesn't take much for me to get out of breath. Matter of fact, just standing up will do that.
I'm going to take some of this.
Steve Garofalo is the owner of Mary's Pizza in Lisbon. This is from 9 years ago. On March 25th, 2 days after his father died of COVID-19, Steve was taken to St. Elizabeth's Youngstown and tested positive.
I don't even remember going there. I must have been completely out of it at that stage.
Garofalo remembers little about his 27 days in the hospital, 2 weeks of which were on a ventilator, hooked to a feeding tube. At one point, doctors found MRSA on his lungs, so the process started over, or so he was told.
What I remember were more hallucinations or dreams. Those are very vivid, but they never happened. So the actual stuff that really happened, I have very little memory of that.
Eventually, Garofalo was moved to St. Elizabeth's in Boardman.
I knew where I was. I can remember, nurses and different things like that, the doctor coming in and talking to me. So it's probably been about a week now that I can remember actually what was happening.
His wife and 2 children all tested positive, though he was the only one hospitalized. Garofalo lost 35 pounds and says he is getting better every day. He also thanked the Lisbon community for helping his family.
All the prayers and the food that's been sent to my house, and there's just so many stuff. And, I just can't thank people enough.
Now, Mary's Pizza in Lisbon has been closed for a month while the family recovered, but they announced today that Mary's will reopen on Tuesday. It'll be open from 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. for takeout only.